And thank you all again for joining. I'm going to toss it over to our presenter today, Dr. Ashley Tennessee. She's going to be talking about WGU's National Black MBA Association Virtual Club and the opportunities that are available to you and your participation with this organization. So take it away, Ashley. You're on mute, Ashley.
Is that better?
Yes, perfect.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you for that introduction. And thank you all who are here for attending today. You know, I know the afternoon sessions are kind of like a huge sacrifice because many of you are working professionals, and getting that time during the day is often, it comes at a premium sometimes. So I do really thank each of you for attending and for dropping in today. I want you to know that I want you to feel as comfortable chiming in or putting something in, putting a question in the chat or putting a comment in the chat. I really would like for this to be an interactive conversation, an interactive presentation. I don't want to be the one doing all of the talking, you just listening. I really do encourage each of you to engage with me either via the chat. I'll be able to see messages popping up. And you can also come off mute and say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have a question. If I just can stop you really quickly, I promise you it won't be any issues there. Because I really, as I said, I want you guys to feel a part of this presentation. I want you to engage with this presentation. So anything, any questions at any time, please feel free to, just interrupt me and to stop me. But so I want to throw something out there. I want to start with kind of like this big question, right? So every webinar you've ever attended, there's always this like, oh, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let's get to know you. I really want to know, can you throw in the chat your response to what do you feel is the value of being a part of a professional affiliation or having a professional affiliation with such a group or with such a virtual club? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that? Let's see. I want to see if I can get to the, I'm going to stop sharing just because that helps me to see the chat. Okay. Networking. Anyone else? Anyone else see the value of having professional affiliations? What are some of the things that you believe boost your resume? Okay. What are some of the things you believe, yes, please. If someone wants to come off mute, please come off of mute. There are a lot of opportunities, including networking, social, creative community. Awesome. And consider, let me just kind of add another caveat to that. What does that look like moving forward post-COVID? When there's so many individuals who are working from home and there's that lack of connectivity and individuals working sort of in silos, why then are professional affiliations even more important? Or do they still even have the level of importance that they carried before COVID-19? Great opportunity to network, find support from like-minded. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely, Selena. It's always good to see someone else in the room that looks like you, right? You don't feel like you're in the minority or feel like there's this, there's gonna be like an estrangement there. Isn't that always nice? Okay. Well, yeah. So I actually bring that up because, the NBA, the National Black NBA Association, is one of those groups where we're extremely inclusive and we want everyone to feel uh, that they have that connectivity. And this is an opportunity to actually get that connectivity through multiple outlets. So before I get started, let me just go to the next slide. And let's see. Uh-oh. Stop sharing. There's too much open, guys. Hold on one second. I did not open that well. I want to make sure I'm only sharing the proper screen. There we go. Okay. Okay, now we're good. All right. So first of all, I'm going to give you an overview of the National Black MBA Association, just kind of bring you up to speed if you're not aware. Sage, I'm going to get to you really quick. If you're not aware of what it's all about. Definitely going to give you an update about that. I'm going to provide some club updates, some things that we're doing in 2023 that you're probably or may likely be interested in engaging with us on. And also, there's so many opportunities available, and so I want to make sure I absolutely cover those and give you an opportunity to see what those opportunities are. Stage, go for it.
Oh, I was just like, I noticed the question, you asked the question, and I didn't want to interrupt you, so I wanted to raise the hand before like speaking.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So did you want to join in and say something about, the value of professional affiliations? Because the
Uh,
mic is yours.
yeah, I was just chiming in with like basically everybody else saying that pretty much the same thing, just like you said, specifically like post-COVID. And I think like more specifically, I can think of like the lack of human connection and like when you are sending like a lot of resumes or trying to network with people, it's harder to trust someone if you don't know like who.
Yeah, yeah. Sage, you bring up a very fair point in that I literally just had a conversation with a colleague the other day, and someone asked her the question in terms of her relationship with another person, and they said, "Can you reestablish that trust? Do you believe the trust can be repaired in that relationship?" And so then it kind of morphed into a question of where does trust enter into the workplace, right? And I thought about that in regards to today's presentation is one of the ways that trust can also be formed or can be cultivated or cultured or nurtured is when you do have these professional affiliations because those individuals in that affiliation they are similar, like someone said, they're like-minded, they have similar goals, they have similar purpose to being affiliated with that particular organization. And so then you can establish a level of trust between these professionals and knowing that each of these individuals, because they have similar goals, they also likely have good intentions when it comes to assisting you and fulfilling your professional aspirations. So I think that was a great point, Sage. That it's often difficult if you're in silos or if you're working remotely to find those opportunities. And this is one of the things that we're really focusing on with the National Black MBA Association is ensuring every student that's attending WGU has that opportunity to make those lasting professional relationships. So just to kind of give you guys a little background, okay, I got you, Sage. So just to give you all a little background on the National Black MBA Association, the virtual club has been in existence now since August 2020. We did have the, kind of post-COVID, well, during COVID type of inception. And so, we got off to maybe a little slow start, but we've gained so much momentum and steam since then. We've conducted 19 educational webinars that covers all types of professional development skills and skills-based content. And these webinars are always open to any of our members as well as guests because we're always seeking to just cast that wide net to ensure people are aware, everyone's aware that this club exists and that this professional opportunity for engagement exists for individuals. We've had again market success, things that we've done so far since inception in a brief period, which is only 3 years. Since inception, we've awarded 6 tuition scholarships. And I want to just put a pin right there. Each of the cost of education, even though there's a value, a great return on investment value there, the cost of education can be pretty staggering. So anytime you can get any assistance to defray the cost of your education is something very, very warranted and something that certainly people are always looking for and are in need of. So we're happy and proud to say that we've been able to award 6 tuition scholarships that has totaled over 75,000 in value. Um, Recently, in the past few years, we've tried to make sure we've had a presence at the annual conferences. And then in a few slides, you're going to see when the next conference is going to be held. We just recently had one in September, National NBA conference. So we've attended 3. We've had staff who staff our university booth. We sponsored 5 students to attend. So that's another thing if you're really interested and becoming an active member of the National MBA Conference Association Club with us, you'll have that opportunity. You may want to be one of those students say, hey, I want to be considered to attend the annual conference, I believe that's something I would be interested in, and you would like WGU to help defray the cost or sponsor you to attend one of those conferences. So that's something to kind of keep in the back of your mind right now. Um, this particular our National Black MBA Association, we've received national recognition as being the 2022 Academic Partner of the Year. And that speaks volumes given the fact that the Black MBA Association has many academic partners. And so the idea, what do I need to do to qualify for scholarship? I'm coming ring. So the idea that we were identified as the 2022 Academic Partner of the Year, I think that just speaks to our level of dedication and how much this actually means for us to have this opportunity available for our students. And it speaks to the level of investment that WGU is putting behind this particular virtual club to ensure that our students have this opportunity. So I wanted to highlight that because that's pretty spectacular that given we are only 3 years old, that we were able to still garner that particular acknowledgement. So that's really special. And Ring, I haven't forgot you. I'm coming. We at this point we now have a membership that's exceeding 500 members, and so you absolutely have the opportunity. This is not a small group by any means. You absolutely have the opportunity to engage with many different types of individuals from all walks of life, individuals who have shared experiences that you may have, and also, again, individuals who have similar professional goals that you can engage with. So, Ring, your question was, how do you qualify to receive one of the scholarships? Is that correct? Ring, you
Yes, yes,
okay?
yes. I didn't want to interrupt you. I know you go into details about it towards the end. I just wanted to put it out there. I think I did see that. I saw that somewhere, but I was just wondering, is it just membership? Because I see you guys did like 6 of them, or what are the criterias that we do need to be qualified for that?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for posing that question. So certainly you do have to be a member of the virtual club. And in a few slides, I'm going to get to the links where you can actually review the information of what's needed to actually submit your information for consideration for one of those scholarships. So we'll be there in probably about another 10 minutes. So hang with me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Um, so each year we try to make sure that we have, substantive opportunities for members to attend events and to have that level of engagement that you guys are seeking, but also are in need of as professionals. Again, in this post-COVID era where opportunities are fleeting, there are so many virtual events. There are not many live events, unfortunately, as there was prior to COVID-19. So we have 8 events that we host throughout the year. Next year, we're going to have probably the similar number of events to give you an opportunity each month, every other month, to engage with your fellow members. However, there is one opportunity that everyone can take advantage of, especially to have a in-person engagement and opportunity to engage in person with individuals. The National Black MBA Association has an annual conference, and this year was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and next year it's going to be in Washington D.C. And if you're like me, I love Washington D.C. So any opportunity to get there is always an opportunity I'll jump on. So next year you can mark it on your calendar. I got your ring. You can, and I see you, Selena. You can.
I live in Maryland. I'm interested. So
Hey,
interested.
okay. So go ahead, save the date, put this on your calendar. Those of you who are not in that area, mark it on your calendar. It'll be a great time. Uh, So I see your stage. So the conference is not free to attend. And if you don't receive one of the scholarships, if you are a member of our club, virtual club, you can receive a student membership, which is certainly available to you at a lesser cost than a full professional membership if you weren't a student, but there will be a registration fee associated to attend the conference. However, the value you really can't dispute because these conferences is where you will see every employer, every organization that you can think of or that you would be interested in. Those organizations are always well represented at this conference. There's always a plethora of so many different topics that are pertinent to professionals, to professional development. I've never been disappointed in the terms of the topics that are covered with the conference. Never been disappointed with the selection of maybe those who are hosting the conference or facilitating. The speakers, those covering topics, are always speakers who are certainly experts in their fields, in their respective fields. And there's always such a great amount of information that you can gain from attending the conference. And then you cannot minimize the value of being in the presence with so many other professionals and just hearing conversations of who's doing what, like what's on the horizon, what should I have my ear to the ground to be aware of, what's on the pulse, what's trending in respective areas. So being able to get that level of engagement again, this is now October, you have a year to plan. If that's something you're absolutely interested in, I say go ahead, mark your calendar, save the date, and start preparing to say, okay, how can I attend this conference? How can I get the most value out of it? And again, the way to do that is to join up with us in the virtual club. And that way you can have all the announcements, you can stay engaged throughout the year. And so you'll be on the horizon, on the pulse of what's going to come up in the conference when that time comes. On-site support for local chapters, certainly we provide on-site support for local chapters and partnerships and in our various WGU regions. So wherever you're located, certainly the local chapters of the National Black MBA Association, we're supporting those local chapters. We're in affiliation with them. So don't feel pressure to just a part of the virtual club. Actually, expand that, find out where your local chapter is, see what events and activities they're hosting, so that you can also be a part of those activities. Let's see. So what was the question, Ring? I forgot in my haste of talking. What was your question?
Qualification. What do I need to be qualified for the scholarship?
Yeah, so again, we're going to get to that slide. And there's going to be a link where you can actually click on that link to see all of the information for the scholarship. And I'll pause when I get there so that way you can take a screenshot, and I'll also drop some of those links in the chat.
That's good. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Did I miss any other questions? Anyone else? Please come off of mute. Again, I want you guys to just talk to me.
I was just wondering, like, if we don't like provide even like sponsorship or anything, if we still want to go, you said it's just like a membership requirement. Is there also like a set fee or like reservation ahead of time for like a number of tickets?
Yeah, so actually, so it's not a matter of tickets, that you have to purchase. So to attend the conference, you do have to pay the conference registration fee. And when paying for the conference registration fee, that allows you to attend the conference, all of the sessions, the seminars, be a part of the, where there okay, I'll have to get over there. You have full access to all the conference has to offer. I'm not sure if the actual website for the conference for next year is already up and that information is out there. I'm sure it may be at this point, because typically they do kind of have that information. They may not have all their speakers ironed out and all the various sessions completely ironed out, but there may already be how much the registration fee is. They may already have the conference hotel identified, because that's going to be important. So you definitely want to know exactly where the conference is going to be held. So those things you'll be able to identify pretty early on, but there is a conference registration fee.
Okay. And then also, is it possible to check your handshake like profile for like the local chapter locations, or would we have to like look at your website?
That is actually captured on our website. And again, I'm almost to the slide where the links are for all of that information. So
Gotcha.
certainly, so certainly you can definitely, look for where are their chapters and in the different areas. And also the National Black MBA Association, they have so much information on their website. Honestly, guys, it is such a good website to kind of bookmark, so that way you can keep aware of many other activities that are going on. Because once you're a member of the virtual club, then it just opens up the possibilities to all the different activities that you see other members are actually engaging in. So I'm not sure if this answers someone's question, but now we're going to get to where, how do you become a member of our WGU National Black MBA Association? So here's the link. And so again, I'm just gonna, pause and talk really slow for a minute. And you guys can take a screenshot. I'll absolutely drop the link in the chat as well. But as you see here, we have various membership options. So for our undergrad students, the cost of membership for an annual membership is $30 per year. And that annual year starts when you uh, apply for membership. It's not a calendar year. It's actually it's when you apply. So it's from your period to whatever period. So if you apply today, became a member today, your membership would not be uh, it would be renewed. It will be time to renew it at the end of September next year. So it is an annual membership. Graduate students, it's $45 per year, and for our professionals, it's $150 per year. Um, and as stated here, the memberships have to be renewed annually, so those memberships don't carry over. It's not a one-time fee. You absolutely have to register annually to become a member. And let's just say, for example, if you become a member as an undergrad and then you graduate, say, let's say July of next year, right? So when you do renew your membership, you will renew at the graduate level. Okay. But this gives you access to all of the membership benefits. So that one time that you're paying for the year, you have access to every single activity that the club offers. We provide so many updates of what's going on, how to be a part of certain things. Um, we have our LinkedIn club. Again, I want to stress that there's so many opportunities to engage with professionals, individuals who have access to other information that maybe if you weren't a part of the group and weren't engaging with those individuals, that you would not have access to that information. So there's so many benefits, again, to being a part of this organization and being a part of the virtual club, that once you're a member, you'll see kind of how the world just opens up. It's really one of those memberships that just keeps on giving. Did I miss any questions in the chat? I don't want to miss any questions.
Not that I see.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So some of those events, guys, if you remember a few slides ago, I was saying we offer multiple events multiple times a year. So we're coming down to the wire because this year is coming to a close so quickly. It's blowing my mind, but it's coming to a close so quickly. But we still have great opportunities for professional development opportunities. And someone initially, when we got started, said that being a part of the club can boost your resume. It's always a great thing to add your professional development to your resume because you want employers to see that, hey, I'm not a professional that stopped at the degree. I'm a professional who believes in being a consummate learner, a consummate engagement to find out what's new out there, to, as Stephen Covey would say, sharpen my saw. And so we want to make sure that you guys have all of those opportunities to do so. And put this, you want to include your attendance on your resume. And so that way when individuals are seeking to see, well, what is their skill set, what are they proficient in? Tiffany, I will bring up your question in a minute. Oh, this person. What are they proficient in? What have they been doing since completing their degree? Have they been actively engaging in other professional activities? Have they been actually increasing their skill set? What are they going to bring to the table? What is the value that this person can add to our organization? And I'll tell you that most employers are feverishly looking for professionals who are seeking to always remain in the learner stance. They want to see those consummate learners. And so we want to make sure we provide all those opportunities to you guys through various topics. And if there's topics that you're interested in that you don't see here, we're always looking for you guys to tell us, well, we need topics on this. We need to learn about that. Can you get this speaker? Can I be a speaker? And I'll get to how you guys can also engage if you have information you believe other members would be interested in that you would like to present on. Those opportunities are even there. Um, okay. Yeah. So every resume, is sectioned off, right? You have maybe your professional summary, then you have your educational history. You may have your professional history or your, professional accomplishments. You would actually include that under professional development. You would include a section in your resume where you would provide the header of professional development, and you would put the name of the professional development opportunity. So you will put the name of the webinar. You can even include the professional, if they're recognized in the area as an expert on that topic, you would put their name being the presenter or the speaker for the webinar, and you would include the date. And the reason you would include the date is because employers can see, wow, this wasn't 30 years ago, this wasn't 20 years ago. this person has been actively engaging in professional development opportunities. This one is only, you're very welcome. This one is only maybe 1 year old or 6 months old. Again, it just shows your commitment to your professionalism. It just is it's also a manifestation of your ethics, your work ethics as a professional. All of these things come to light when you have that information on your resume. And some things speaks louder than others, right? So the fact that you're a consummate learner, that you're always seeking professional development opportunities, that tells that employer she's going to add value to my organization, or he's going to add value to my organization, and that's what they're looking for. So the next time, even though we had a conflict today, there was one today, the currency of skills, how market relevant expertise boosts careers earnings. That one was today, so we missed out on that. But there's other opportunities, as you can see listed here. So please take a screenshot. You know, you'll receive additional information of when these opportunities are coming up, how to register for these opportunities. So please take a screenshot. You see any that are interesting to you, hopefully all of them are, please attend. These are also, thank you, Kristen. These are also advertised through Handshake. So please take a quick screenshot. I'll hold a second. And again, drop in the chat for me. You know, we think we like to think that we do our due diligence and thinking extensively about what topics you guys may need or what topics may be most relevant for you at the time. But please, if you have a topic that you think would be great for us to present on or have someone else present on, go ahead, drop that in the chat.
And Ashley, I'll go ahead while people are, taking a screenshot or writing down the dates. We did get a question in that I missed, and it said, if I'm expecting to graduate soon, am I still able to participate in WGU's virtual club and the National Black MBA Association?
Oh, that's such a phenomenal question. Thank you. I'm not sure who put that question out there, but thank you so much for bringing it up. As an alumni, you're absolutely still welcome to participate in the virtual club. So feel, and then also too, there's always the actual National Black MBA Association. You certainly are welcome to join that organization as well and become a member so that you can also participate still in your local chapter. But certainly as an alumni of WGU, you are absolutely welcome to still participate in the virtual club. Okay, so Sage, I know this is where you were looking. You were waiting for this on the scholarship information. So since our inception in August 2020, again, as I said, we've awarded now over $75,000 in scholarships. And there's a new structure. So we have what we call the Partner Connect Scholarship. Uh, Correct, correct. Thank you, Kristen. So there's a new structure. The Partner Connect scholarships are worth $2,500. There's a $2,500, and these are awarded to students. And this is dispersed through 3 terms. So it's not one lump sum, it's over a period of time. So that's a little bit different from our previous scholarships. However, through the National Black MBA Association, we will award up to 15 scholarships just this calendar year. So opportunities are still abundant. Next year, we hope to be able to match or even exceed that number of scholarships. So we hope to at least be able to award that many, number of scholarships again. So as a member, you certainly are welcome to apply to be considered for one of those scholarships. And there's varying qualifications, but certainly here are the links in order to get information on those scholarship opportunities. Going to either of these links will afford you to review, okay, what's needed, what scholarships are out there. So please take a screenshot again so that you'll have this information. And again, don't worry, guys, I haven't put it in there because I'm talking and looking at the screen at the same time, but I will drop a few of the links in the chat. So no worries there as well. Any questions? Any questions before I go on?
I'll put those links in the chat, Ashley, for you.
Oh, thank you, Kristen. I appreciate that. See, teamwork makes the dream work. So we have a litany of faculty who are invested in the National Black MBA Association's virtual club. We call ourselves the advisor team for the virtual club, and we're wholly and solely invested in seeing this club be successful, to see that this club provides as many opportunities to our members, students that we possibly can. So you can always reach out. This is a network of individuals that you can reach out to and add to your professional networking cadre. We're employees of WGU, we're faculty of WGU, but we're also professionals in the world of business. And so it's always nice to just reach out and have that connection, to introduce yourself, to say, hey, is there any information here, anything you can do? I've had students reach out and say, hey, can you write me a recommendation? And I can't speak for everyone, but I absolutely never have any issues with when a student reaches out and say, hey, I need help, I need some advice, I need a reference, I need, we're always standing ready to support students in any way that we can. So that's also another advantage of being a member of the club, that you have direct contact with individuals who are standing ready and willing to support you in as much as we possibly can. So again, this is certainly, take a screenshot, keep our name so that you'll know who to reach out to in order to receive that additional layer of support. How do you get in touch with us? So this is important, screenshot time yet again. How do you get in touch with us? You can always email us to the NBMBAA at WGU. Here is our website. You can get in touch with us through our website. And again, as students, if you need to reach out to us via your WGU email address, I know, speaking for the entire advisor team, we are always willing to help students. We're always looking for emails from students. If you have any more questions, in general about the club, about the virtual club that maybe you thought about after it comes up after we're out of this session, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via email, and we'll get your questions answered as soon as we can. All right. So anything, guys. So we still have about 20 minutes or 15 minutes or so, Kristen, what do you say? And any questions? Anyone has any questions?
Yeah, I saw something in there about leaderships. How long does it take for you guys? Let's say become a member. How long does it take you to become a leader? And what are the criteria you guys look into or need for you to be one?
Okay, so when you say be a leader, are you asking, Ring, how do you become an individual who maybe can present on a topic for the club, or someone who's actually a part of an ambassador for the club?
No, like a member of the club who can
Oh,
present to the
yeah.
club.
So once you fill out the membership form and the information, and literally remit the payment for your membership fee, you're a full active member. You're a full active member, just as anyone who is a full active member since 2020. So all you have to do is fill out the information, and that link that Kristen has dropped in the chat. Complete all of that information, remit the payment for the membership fee, and you are an active member. And then also you can reach out to Advisor Club to see, okay, what are the opportunities? I would like to really become an active member. I would like to be engaged. I would like to be maybe one of the student ambassadors for the club. You reach out to us, and then we'll get all that information to you, and get that ball rolling.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. I'm excited. Glad to hear you're ready to join in the leadership world. That's awesome.
Not well, yes, I hope so. I hope I can. I've been interested. I'm just interested. I just joined WG, I think like August. So I was new in the environment, new in the area, and I was looking for something. And it's funny because I was actually searching for clubs like I like to belong. I have to be part of, clubs, different clubs. So I saw you guys, but I was like, okay, so what are the criteria? And I think I did ask my advisor, my mentor, one of it, and he was looking for that information to send to me. So when I saw the webinar, I was like, this would be a good opportunity to hear more about this club. What does it entail? What does it come with, and all of that. So I'm just happy I was able to make it and to hear you break it down. And I look forward to being part with you guys.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I see, Selena, you're having trouble with the website. And so the first thing, it may sound a little wonky, but most of our platforms work better if we're in Google Chrome. And so that's why I dropped in the chat, are you using Google Chrome versus Edge or Mozilla? Um, because that could very well be the kind of wonkiness. Okay, so if you're using Google Chrome, I'm not sure why it's saying that it's a risky website. It should not. It's absolutely not. Um,
So
I'm not.
Can I help you with that?
when you click through from WebEx, it'll say like, "Oh, we're not
Yeah, but it's
responsible,"
safe.
and
Yeah.
it is safe. You can click continue um,
Yes.
Okay,
to this website. It's just WebEx is letting you know that, hey, this is you're clicking this at your own risk, essentially.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's just what I was about to say, that it is safe, especially if you know, if you see the URL and you can identify it and you know it's from the school, is authentic, you can go ahead and click and it will just, I just did that to a couple of them and it went through.
perfect, perfect. Okay, okay. So any other questions? Another thing I don't, I want to just keep re-emphasizing that the virtual club is open to all students. It's not just open to, and I know the term may sound as if it's uh, especially for those students who are maybe black, there are black and our brown students. However, this club is absolutely open to all students. We are very inclusive. We're very diverse. The title is maybe a misnomer. But I just want to make sure we put out there that if you have other colleagues or student friends who were unable to attend today, and or maybe they were a little apprehensive to attend because they're like, okay, I'm not of the black or brown. I'm not a black or brown individual. That's certainly, maybe it's not for me. Please dispel that for me. Please get the word out that this particular organization seeks to provide professional development and professional advancement for all WGU students, and we have so many opportunities that's afforded to the students that we want everyone to have the opportunity to be a part of the virtual club. So it doesn't matter what ethnicity, race, sex, creed, none of those things matter. We want you guys to uh, engage and have the opportunity to engage with all different professional experiences, personal experiences. So that's what the club is seeking to do, just to make sure that you have that opportunity and that outlets for your professional development and your professional growth. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome, Angelica. Thank you so much. We're literally almost done. Again, I know you guys, time during the afternoon comes at a premium. So I just want to make sure I'm answering any questions that you all may have. And if not, I'm going to give you some time back in your day.
And one thing I'll go ahead and do is end the recording now.